again? I mean, yes, mortal? Greetings, outsider. As the will of my prince is eternal, I heed your call. Azura. You know of Azura, don't you? Erai, the fleet, she named me. But that was long ago. This shriveled vessel is but a shadow of my former glory. My wings ache to soar the skies of oblivion once more. The Starry pierced the seal with a relic known as the Twilight Heart. It still stands before the gates of Leiloria, bereft of magical energies. You'll need to feed it souls, and with all these Daedra about, you'll have your pick. The wizard Vastari kept quite the stock of sigil geodes, which I suppose should do. There are still some around. I can smell them from here. Ignoring the fact that my prince's unbreakable will compels me to open the way to Leiloria, despite the unspeakably bloody terror to greet you on the other side. You could be Molag Bal himself for all I know. I'd still help you open the door, Lord of Brutality or not. You aren't him, are you? No, you're not. Not enough horns. And you don't smell of rotten meat. Molag Bal has terrible hygiene. Even if try waiting in a rock until someone calls your name. Then watch them reduced to a smear of viscera the moment you do what they've asked you to do. You try to find joy where you can. The joy of aiding another, of course. Of course. She was the last to summon me. Together we opened the ruins of Leiloria. She ventured in with her noble companions. I watched them die in a flood of Daedra. It was all I could do to escape and seal the ruin. Vastari's final command. Here are the sigil geodes. A little dusty, but they'll do. Quite simple to use. Pointed at the Daedra you want to absorb, and the sigil geode does the rest. Pretty stone, yes? But it will remain dull as an old torture pup. Point it at any Daedra and concentrate. Your target will be mesmerized by its faceted glow. Yes, but only the least of them. It might work, but if you tried, who would help you open Leiloria? What is your will out? The Twilight Heart stands before the entrance to Leiloria. When Molag Bal's servants first invaded, this place was known as Twilvarlays, the well. Yes, that's it! The Twilight Heart thirsts for souls! And if I twist just so... the power! I'd forgotten how it feels! Follow, outsider! Come see my prince's glorious domain!
Despite your efforts.
My prince's children were legion. They should have overwhelmed you.
Molag Bal's chattel are nothing to me.
Blasphemy!
Stranger, if you're a foe to Molag Bal, stand with me.
Fools! I'll feast upon your eyes!
Nowhere to fly, fiend. You can't escape me. The sigil geode? Do you still have it? Touching the sigil geode to Arai's forehead will absorb her soul. It's the only way we'll ever leave this place. If she dies outside of that stone, we'll spend the next century counting the tiles in this place. I noted 32,708, but you're welcome to check my figures. In the depths of this ruin is a portal leading straight to Cold Harbor. We can only close it from the other side. Once in Cold Harbor, we'll have no hope of escape unless Arai is inside that stone. Quickly! I can't keep this up for long.
It doesn't matter what you do to me. You'll be dead or trapped for 1,000 years. Molag Bal is my prince, you fool. I let Vistari believe I was Azura's servant, just as I let you believe. I led you into Cold Harbor's grasp, morsels for the god of schemes to pick from between his teeth.
At last, after all these years. I'm not one to hope any creature suffers, but with Arai, I'll make an exception. She can spend eternity in the sigil geode for all I care. Arai is bound to her tablet. While she's within the sigil geode, we can use her as a tether to escape from Cold Harbor. If I hadn't been so quick to destroy her those years ago, my companions would still be alive. Come, we should retrieve Kulanwe. At the base of these ruins is the hole her torment tears between worlds. But the moment we enter, Molag Bal's servants are likely to sense our presence. I'd have long ago made the attempt myself, if I had anywhere to flee. We must find Kulanwe and free her from whatever cruel device causes her so much pain. Doing so should end her torment. When she no longer cries out, the rift between Cold Harbor and Leyloria should close. I hope. I kept this library clear of Daedra, but the chambers beyond are home to a variety of the creatures. It may be best to avoid them. Can you feel her suffering, her agony? For 1,000 years, her pain tunneled through the void, always reaching for her last memories of a life free of suffering. No more! Come, we end this today. done it! We freed Kulanway from her torment. Oh, it was worth the wait. Irai brought us both through the seal. It's only fitting she bring us back. I can use the sigil geode to trace her soul back, and then it's a simple matter to open a portal. Are you ready? Then prepare yourself. Departing? It is good to stand beneath the sky once more, to feel the breeze upon my skin. And I wouldn't have made it here without you. My home. 88 years, 3 months, 11 days, 13 hours, 7 minutes. All right, I'm showing off. I used a simple spell to mark the time. It was the first thing I did when I realized I was trapped. It's not entirely precise, so I had to guess. Clear my Tower of Daedra for one, memorialize my companions who did not return, organize my effects. Then I'll find out what has transpired in this world since I left. I opened my home to many I met in my travels. A young Redguard swordsman, a scarred wood elf hunter, a Psijic outcast. I can still hear their voices. But that was 90 years ago. Those not killed by the day. For a time, though I expect my attention shall be drawn elsewhere soon enough. There was something different in Cold Harbor. The air was a... Molag Baal's Corner of Oblivion holds many secrets. I plundered several from his halls a lifetime ago. Did you know? I did it to impress a boy. What a fool I was. Telakar, a powerful mage, brilliant, always focused upon his work, hardly striking, though such things never mattered to me. It took my escapade in Cold Harbor to convince him there were adventurous women outside of his books. But that...
Kulanway, beloved of the Wild Ones, my priestess returns from the clutches of Cold Harbor at last. So I have seen. A mortal has managed what the eternal dead could not. Much when it is time. You have taught humility to a Daedric prince, mortal. Tread carefully, for he will attempt to exact his revenge. Now go with my blessing. When I have need of you, you will know.
forest sings to me, but it is a song of sorrow. Something must be done. The wood weeps. Can you hear it too? Is that why you've come? They say all wounds heal in time. This is true, even for the Veiling Wood. Yet some wounds are more grievous than others, and if left to fester, can only bring death. The ruin of Gilvardel suffered so, and the mark left behind is one of rot and decay. Each day I carry a vessel of the waters blessed in this shrine, and feed it into that which flows into the darkened veil. Its strength will remind the earth what it once was. But my body grows weak with age, even if my resolve holds. Will you help me? Thank you. Take this vial and fill it with the waters from this basin. The water must be taken by the one who carries it. With that done, make for the falls that feed into Gilvardel and pour the water at each crest. Nature will do the rest. My son Earthenor helps me tend the shrine here, but he is young and has a young one's whim. More interested in chasing girls and hunting beasts than the worries of an old one like me. Yet his heart is kind and he is dear to me. I do not blame him.
I still can't believe it's all gone. What are we going to do? Sorry, friend. If you're here for goods, I'm afraid my supply has run dry. I was researching the Kwama in Burrito mine, but I had to abandon everything. Even my research was left behind in that mine. Ha! You make it sound so simple. I couldn't ask you to do that. The mine is overrun with aggressive Kwama and packs of vicious thunderbugs. It's too dangerous. It's your neck, I guess. Burrito mine isn't far, just at the bottom of the waterfall. But my campsite was deep inside the mine, near the bottom, where the Kwama nests were. That's where I left the notes. Thank you. It will mean a lot to me to have my notes back at least. Be careful. Aggravated Kwama are dangerous, to say nothing of the thunderbugs. An infestation of thunderbugs. In 20 years studying the Kwama, I'd never seen anything like it. In the span of a single night, the whole mine was overrun. There's nothing to be done about it now. It wouldn't do any good now. Most of my Kwama were killed. The rest are extremely aggressive now that their nest has been breached. Still, I'll at least get one good chapter out of this, right? Night of the Thunderbugs. Well, the title needs work.
soul.
I can't believe it! I thought I'd lost these for good. You can't know what this means to me. This was my life's work. Everything I've learned in 20 years of studying Kwama. I thought I was going to have to give up, find something new. Oh, thank you so much.
Smell that? The air here. It's almost sweet. Be wary. There are vampires about. And that smell means they're on the prowl. It's best you didn't wander alone. Sabon. I lead a small band of vampire hunters. We heard rumors of an infestation of the feral monsters in this region. But we didn't realize just how bad it was until we arrived. A powerful vampire lord and his clan are terrorizing the region. We are going to kill as many of them as we can, until they overtake us, or we've wiped them out. You look like you can hold your own in a fight. We can always use more help if you're interested. Good. 4 hunters is better than 3 any day. Closer than you might think. You want to meet them? Zungard, Agalir, come meet our new friend.
No need to shout, Subon.
Are you ready to take the sword to these aberrations? Oblivion's own children. That's all I need to know. Anyone who tries to harm us will answer to my blade.
A new recruit, eh? I hope you can keep pace. The blood will run fast and thick when the vampires attack, and I can't watch your back and mine. Gods, I hope so. But don't let Ogalier hear me say it. Superstitious Redguard. I say you don't become a vampire hunter if you don't like taking risks. The more they fight, the more fun it is.
Looks like you've made your introductions. Time to get to work. All right. Pay close attention. I'll try to be brief, but if we don't all focus on doing our job, we're as good as dead. The vampires in this area are controlled by a single powerful vampire lord. Take this bloodstone. Don't lose it. It has the power to turn water to blood and whip up a ferocious hunger in the most sated vampire. When the time is right, we're going to use it to lure... Listen closely. This is the plan. We're going to lay a trap in the abandoned village up the hill. Zungarg, you guard the west gate.
No one's getting by me.
Agalir, you're on the ridge by the east gate.
May the divines guide my bow.
I'll take the north. Our new friend will use the bloodstone to lay the bait in the well at the center of town.
I love this part.
Drop the bloodstone into the well. Blood will spout forth, and it'll draw the vampires out of hiding. We'll be waiting to cut them down. The vampire lord won't sit by while we thin his flock. If you see him, whistle. If everyone's ready, let's get into position.
Whoever kills the fewest bloodsuckers buys the drinks.
Don't joke, lest the divines punish your frivolity.
Stay sharp.
See your sins.
I could kill these things all day. They are swarming out to the longhouse. Stand firm! That's the last of them. Good work. wrong. The Vampire Lord should have appeared by now. Where are Zungarg and Agalir? Everyone was in their places. The plan was working perfectly. This doesn't bode well. I'll go west and see if I can find Zungarg. You go to the East Gate and look for Agalir. Oh no! Not Agalir! No. Not Agalir! I'm such a fool. No. No body either. That's no comfort. When dealing with them, we need to keep looking for Zungarg. And if he's... Oh, praise Stendar! There he is! I never thought I'd be so happy to see that...
I followed the Vampire Lord right to his lair. It's in the cave, north of town.
Quick! Follow him! Slay the Vampire Lord! For Agalir!